Every city's got places people remember. The grocery store where their parents shopped, the department store where they bought their kids' school clothes, the favorite neighborhood deli, the local post office. Huntington Beach is no different. Over the years, businesses have come and gone. The old Lucky supermarket in Atlanta has disappeared. The Blockbuster Video on the same corner is defunct and gone. The Mervyn's became a Kohl's, and our beloved Lucci's Deli is now a recent memory. Shopping centers were remodeled. Buildings changed. Entire corners of the city became something new. Sometimes hidden in plain sight is a story almost forgotten. One building stayed the same, almost exactly the same. A post office, and above its entrance, a name. Jean Haxton. Most people never stopped to ask who she was. But the story behind that name is a part of Huntington Beach itself. In the early 1980s, Huntington Beach looked different. Orange County was booming. New neighborhoods stretched across the city. Families moved here for a quieter life. Crime existed, but violent crime was relatively uncommon compared with other larger cities in California. Meredith Gardens was one of those neighborhoods, one of those communities. Quiet, residential, the kind of place where neighbors knew each other. Jean Haxton was part of that community. A wife, a mother of 2 boys, a U.S. postal carrier. Co-workers remembered her as friendly and outgoing. She had worked as a letter carrier for about 3.5 years and had recently transferred to a Huntington Beach route she preferred over an earlier route in Stanton. Her route covered middle-class neighborhoods near the coast in southeast Huntington Beach. For many Orange County residents, this newspaper photograph was the first time they ever saw Ida Haxton. On January 3rd, 1984, Ida was working her postal route. It should have been an ordinary day. Instead, it became one of Huntington Beach's most shocking crimes. Authorities reported that Ida was attacked while delivering her mail. The violence itself was horrifying, but where it happened made the story even more unsettling. Not in an isolated place, not late at night, but in a quiet suburban neighborhood during the middle of the day. The neighborhood was stunned. The idea that something like this could happen in Meredith Gardens seemed impossible. The story quickly spread across Orange County. For a community that believed it was safe, everything suddenly felt different. The community searched for answers. Investigators quickly found Ida's postal vehicle. It had been moved. It was found in the parking lot of the Latter-day Saints Church in Costa Mesa, on the corner of Placentia Avenue and Adams, just up the hill. The local paper reported that Ida's body was found inside her postal vehicle, along with her purse and the undelivered mail from her route. The discovery deepened the mystery as investigators continued their work looking for answers. Bloodhounds were brought in from Texas to help in the search. According to news reports from the time, the dogs tracing Ida's mail route led investigators to a home on John Day Drive. The family home of 18-year-old Gabriel DeLuca, a high school dropout, a part-time Orange Coast College student, and someone some people considered socially withdrawn and troubled. Evidence at the home was gathered. Witnesses were interviewed. Eventually, the case moved into the courts. During the trial, the defense argued mental illness and intoxication, while prosecutors argued the attack was intentional and premeditated. Ultimately, after a retrial, appeals, and all kinds of twists, Gabriel DeLuca was convicted of murder. He was sentenced to 26 years to life in prison. But something interesting happened. The community refused to let Ida become just another old newspaper story. People remembered. In 1989, the Huntington Beach post office, right around the corner from Edison High School on Atlanta Avenue, was renamed in the honor of Ida Jean Haxton. Her name had become part of the community she served. For Gabriel DeLuca, the legal process continued through appeals and parole hearings. Postal workers and family members continued attending parole hearings. Members of the National Association of Letter Carriers and her family spoke for Ida. The United States Postal Service encouraged people to make their voices heard. Years passed, but the people who knew Ida refused to let her disappear into history. Maybe that's why Ida Haxton's story matters. Not because we should spend our lives looking backwards. Not because communities should never change. They should. Cities grow, families move, businesses open and close. The world keeps moving. But sometimes a community decides that one person should not be forgotten. Ida Haxton wasn't famous. She wasn't wealthy. She wasn't a public figure. She was a wife, a mother, a postal worker, a neighbor. For one terrible day in 1984, a community lost one of its own. But the community also made a choice to remember. And today, every person who walks into the post office walks beneath her name, whether they realize it or not. Places erased uncomfortable history. Modern Orange County hides older stories beneath its polished image. But every now and then, something survives. This is Hidden Orange County.